You are welcome to this week's edition of From the Assembly, a program that brings to you issues emanating from the hallowed chamber of Nasarawa State House of Assembly and other matters connected to it in the week under review. I am Valentine Joshua, urging you to invest your time with us. Not one issue that state governments across the Federation are battling to find solution is the poor payment of pension, as pensioners across the country are faulting government for not paying the needed attention to their plights, while on the other hand, government is complaining of lack of funds. In all of this, where is the way out? For Nasarawa State, the state government is working on a contributory pension scheme, and in the week under review, a bill in that wise was sent to Nasarawa State House of Assembly.
Umar Tankutunga is my name, member representing Away North and the House Leader. In favor of my name is a bill for a law to make provision for a contributory pension scheme for employees in the public service of Nasarawa State and for other matters connected therewith. First reading.
Right, Honorable Speaker, my colleagues, seconding the motion is Abel Bala, member representing Nasarawa Igbo West and Minority Leader.
This is a bill for a law to make provision for a contributory pension scheme and for employees in the public service of Nasarawa State and for matters connected therewith. First reading. I will select second reading of this bill for 22nd of May 2023.
Meanwhile, as the 6th Assembly winds out legislative session, the legislative process to increase the number of High Court judges in Nasarawa State from 20 to 30 has been on. And finally, the House adopted a report. It all started with the majority leader of the House, Umar Tankutunga, calling on the Speaker to allow the House Committee of the Whole deliberates on the matter at stake.
And where we preside as the chairman, I so move.
Right, Honorable Speaker, my colleagues, seconding the motion is Abel Bala, member representing Nasarawa Igbo West and Minority Leader.
It is my belief that every member has a copy of this report. I will urge all of us again to go through the recommendation as provided by the committee for the House consideration. I would therefore request the leader of the House to take the first shot as we deliberate on this report.
The report is very explicit, very direct. It has only one recommendation, Mr. Speaker. You may wish to take the report or the recommendation as it's just one. Thank you. I so move.
Chairman, my colleagues, seconding the motion is Abel Bala, member representing Nasarawa Igbo West and Minority Leader.
All members, I appreciate your understanding. I will go through the recommendation as provided by the committee for the House consideration. And this report has also one recommendation provided by the committee. I will go through the recommendations so provided for the House consideration. Section 2, Paragraph B of the Principal Law 2001 is recommended to be amended by substituting for the word and figure 20, bracket 20 in figure in line 4, with the word and figure 30, 30 in bracket. Thus, B, such other number of judges as the governor may from time to time determine but not exceeding 30 at any given time. Those in favor of that recommendation say aye. Against say nay. The ayes have it.
After the deliberation, the plenary reconvened and the gavel ruled.
Such other numbers of judges as the governor may from time to time determine but not exceeding 30 at any given time. If that was a true reflection of what happened at the committee of the whole, say aye. Against say nay. The ayes have it. I will slate Tuesday, 23rd of May 2023 for the third reading of this bill.
The House Committee of the Whole equally deliberated and adopted a report on a bill seeking to change the functionality and the name of College of Nursing and Midwifery Lafia.
Tanko Tunga is my name, member representing Away North and the House Leader. Mr. Speaker, you may wish to direct the Sergeant at Arms to place down the mess to the lower bracket to enable us dissolve into the Committee of the Whole, whereby you preside as the chairman for us to deliberate on the report of the House Standing Committee on Health on a bill for a law to amend the Nasarawa State College of Nursing and Midwifery Law 2021 and other matters connected therewith. I so move.
Right, Honorable Speaker. My colleagues, seconding the motion is Ebel Bala, member representing Nasarawa Igbo West. I'm minority leader.
If the bill scales through at the end of the day, the school will now be known and called Nasarawa State School of Nursing Sciences Lafia, without midwifery as a basic course.
As I will slate Monday, 22nd May 2023 for the third reading of this bill.
For all indications, academic and non-academic staff of Nasarawa State College of Education Akwanga will retire at the age of 65 if the bill seeking to amend the law establishing the school scales through. For now, academic and non-academic staff of Nasarawa State College of Education Akwanga retire at the age of 60, which is in variance with academic tradition. A development that caught the attention of Nasarawa State House of Assembly.
Umar Tanko Tunga is my name, member representing Away North and the House Leader. Mr. Speaker, in favor of my name is a bill for a law for the establishment of the Nasarawa State College of Education, Akwanga, and other matters connected thereto. First reading.
Right, Honorable Speaker. My colleagues, seconding the motion is Ebel Bala, member representing Nasarawa Igbo West and minority leader.
Honourable members, this is a bill for a law for the establishment of the Nasarawa State College of Education, Akwanga, and other matters connected thereto. First reading. Honourable members, because of the importance of this bill and coupled with the fact that we have just limited time, I think I will request the leader of the House to set aside all the relevant law to enable us take the second reading of this bill.
Umar Tanko Tunga is my name, member representing Away North and the House Leader. Mr. Speaker, let me just go straight on the aim and objective of this bill so that we deal with it quickly and intensively due to the importance attached to it, that you only decorated it, that we should take the second reading today. College of Education Akwanga is to offer courses leading to the award of Nigeria Certificate of Education (NCE) through 3 years academic and professional courses, which, on successful completion, candidates shall qualify as teachers in primary schools, post-primary schools, and their equivalents. Secondly, to act as a center for research into the various areas of educational theory and practice, and to provide courses leading to award of degree certificates in affiliation with the recognized universities, and also to mount from time to time in-service vocation courses for serving teachers, and also to perform such other functions in the opinion of the council that may serve to promote the interests of the college. Mr. Speaker, with this foundation, specifically, I want to highlight specifically on the issue of retirement, age of retirement, which this law says the retirement age for all categories of staff of the college shall be 65 years from the commencement of this law. This is in consonant and also in marriage with most of the tertiary institutions in Nigeria. The older you become, the wiser. When you are 65, your sense of maturity is so matured enough that as at that time, the next thing you have to do is to go on retirement, because you are giving your best for more than 35 to 40 years. Mr. Speaker, all what we want here, and I know my colleagues will give that support, is for the academic and non-academic staff of the College of Education, whoever reaches the age of 65 is qualified to retire.
Mr. Speaker, my colleagues, my name is Ebel Bala, once again, member representing Nasuri Gwan West. I stand to align myself with the majority leader, having understand clearly the substance that he has given. I think the retirement age of lecturers and non-academic staff in almost all the tertiary institutions now is 65. And that of College of Education will not be exceptional. In view of this, I want to call on my colleagues to support the bill so that the bill will go to the next stage. Thank you.
For Daniel Ogaze and Muhammad Oboku, the bill is apt, and if passed into law will boost the morale of staff, since College of Education Akwanga is awarding degree in affiliation with Ahmadu Bello University Zaria.
Mr. Speaker, we recall that the College of Education Akwanga is an institution that breeds teachers for the services of our secondary schools and primary schools in the state. Mr. Speaker, we will also be aware that this institution is also is in affiliation with Ahmadu Bello University Zaria. But Mr. Speaker, that affiliation will not be legally binded if this institution, who is the law-making institution, do not give the College of Education of Akwanga the legal backing to operate as an institution that have in its own status and the law the mandate to operate, to also take courses that has to do with degree.
In civil service, retirement is of two categories. Either you retire by the number of years put in service, or the number of age you have attained in earth. Mr. Speaker, this is one aspect of it. The area I just want to add is the area that Honorable Gaji is coming up with, or the little bit shift from the area is coming up. Of course, the school, College of Education of Kwanga, the number of NC graduates we're having in this state is because of the institution that the national state is having. We are proud of that and we're happy with that. Two, since it is also an offering degree institution affiliated with Ahmed Bello University Zaria, this age will serve as a motivational tool to all the lecturers that are working there. Because Ahmed Bello University, all the academic and non-academic staff, being a federal institution, the retirement age is 65. So if Nassau State is not going to be a deviant, and to encourage our academic staff that are working there, that will be better, and they'll go ahead and put in their best. Mr. Speaker, in general, I totally support the bill that let it have the light of the day. Thank you for listening.
With this submission, the gavel passed into second reading the bill seeking to amend Nasarawa State College of Education, Akwanga.
Honourable members, this is a bill for a law for the establishment of the Nasarawa State College of Education, Akwanga, and other matters connected thereto. Second reading. I'll commit this bill to the House Standing Committee on Education. And of course, I'm expecting reports from the committee in a week's time. Thank you.
In another development, the newly appointed Accountant General and former Speaker, Nasarawa State House of Assembly, Dr. Musa Ahmad, has assured the people and the government of Nasarawa State that he will bring his wealth of experience into bear in transforming the financial system of the state. He gave the assurance while on familiarization visit to the Nasarawa State House of Assembly.
For me to familiarize officially with the system that I have managed for 8 years, I thought this should be the place that I should come and pay my first respect as far as this state is concerned. Basically, that is why I am here, and I want to thank the Speaker, the principal officers, and indeed the members of the State Assembly for receiving me this morning. The reception was marvelous, the reception was unprecedented, and I want to appreciate them and to thank them most sincerely. I want to discountenance the fact that you say I am now from the other side. Mind you, I am a member of CPA India, CPA Ireland, CPA South Africa, about 7 or 8 CPAs throughout my period of stay, whether local or international. And being a member of the Commonwealth Parliamentary Association of all these nations, I want to say that I remain a member of the Parliament, because once you attend CPA international or local, whether you are in the legislature or in the executive or whatever, you remain a member of the Parliament for life. And of course, that is what I am. It is only by precedence that today I am serving in the executive. I respect the legislature, and I will continue to give my respect to the legislature. So yes, I am working as the Accountant General now under His Excellency the Governor, and I want to thank him for appointing me the Accountant General. And it is my hope, my prayers, and indeed my expectation and the expectation of every living soul in Nasarawa State that God gives me the fortitude, the ability, and the wherewithal to sustain the tempo of trust embedded in me by His Excellency the Governor, the legislature, and indeed every citizen of Nasarawa State.
Away from Lafia and preparatory to the 7th Assembly, which will be proclaimed and constituted in June this year, returning and newly elected state parliamentarians led by the President Speaker Ibrahim Balarabe Abdullahi converged on just the Plateau State capital for a 3-day retreat on legislative practices and procedures.
Our colleagues who are in Jos, we have a purpose of coming to Jos. Is to acquaint ourselves to educate ourselves, to enlighten ourselves about legislative practice and procedures. It is my hope and belief that we are going to give our all to enable us achieve why we are in Jos. We are not in Jos for merrymaking. We are not in Jos for fun. We are in Jos for a very serious business.
The legislators are being drilled on technicalities of passing of bills, powers of legislature and its synergy with the executive arm, parliamentary ethics and code of conduct as a way of watering the ground ahead of their resumption to the 7th Assembly, where the House Committee Chairman on Information, Mohammed Adamu Omadefo, said will be a robust assembly.
Very well, because when the 7th Assembly is proclaimed, the members will come in prepared with the do's and don'ts of the legislative businesses. If that is not done, there will be a lot of mistakes at the beginning. But if this is done at ab initio, it will help the new members to get acquainted with the legislative businesses when they find themselves in the chambers.
Other issues topping deliberation in the Tin City include planning and budgeting, supremacy of the Constitution, and the principles of separation of powers, and control of public funds and appropriation, as a deliberate plans to arm the parliamentarians with the technicalities of government for good governance, and already some of them are counting the benefits of the symposium.
I've learned the House rules and procedures. I've learned how to even make the law proper, and even how to conduct myself within the legislative chamber.
We are here to learn the act of legislations, and I want to say that the workshop is apt and timely in view of the fact that our primary responsibility is to make laws that will impact positively on the lives of our constituents.
Aside impacting on the legislators, the dynamics of local government system as a tool for rural and community development, the salient takeaway of the symposium is the spelling out of the exclusive power of the legislature, judiciary, and the executive arms of government, which in some cases run into frictions. As the consultant of the Multi-Venture Resources Limited, Abdul Hamid Kwara, who are the training firm, said the lawmakers will be better equipped after the retreat.
We expect that they should hit the ground running in trying to find solution to the myriad of challenges and other social issues that are confronting the very same people that have elected them to the State House of Assembly. But I think above all is to keep them informed and shape for the very expectations of what the legislators are all expected to do.
With this, it is expected that the newly elected state legislators will know the technicalities of lawmaking ahead of the inauguration of the 7th Assembly in June. Now, all eyes will be on the 7th Assembly to see the kind of laws the 7th Assembly will be promulgating for the growth and development of Nasarawa State. And this is the size of our production on this week's edition of From the Assembly. See you next week with other legislative matters. I am Valentine Joshua.